Inglês, será que eu vou conseguir ser fluente? Não, se não fizer uma coisinha bem simples que eu explico aqui nesse vídeo. Eu sou Cristina Schumacher e esse é mais um vídeo da série Removendo Barreiras, agora revisitando os temas mais visitados, os temas mais visualizados, e a fluência é um deles. Vamos lá, no final do vídeo tem mais uma dica sobre um material bacana para baixar. Fluent English. Will I manage? The topic of fluency was one that called much attention. Of course, fluency is what we all aim for. What is needed for fluency? Is fluency really something achievable? Do I have to live abroad to be really fluent? What is fluency? Let's answer each one of these questions now. What is needed for fluency? This is a combination of factors. To be fluent, you need to be in contact with the language. But that is certainly not enough. The quality and the frequency of the contacts that you have with the language are as important as the contact itself. Perhaps even more important than just being in contact with it. When I say quality of the contact, I mean that you have to be involved with the language. The more aware you are of what you hear and say, the greater your chances to acquire the language and use it naturally. If you look at language as a code, which it is indeed, you will realize that to acquire that code, you have to apply attention. Your faculty to memorize words, forms, expressions, sentences, and sounds, and the use of that code has to be relevant to you. The use of the language needs to be real. I guess this explains why so much learning is unsuccessful. No matter how hard they try, coursebook authors cannot give you the exact communication that is relevant to you. Frequency of contact speaks for itself. English will not compete with Portuguese for your mind. Portuguese will always win. You must make an extra effort to feed your mind with English communication in a way that it remembers English is necessary. About fluency being really achievable, there is not a shadow of doubt that it is. But for fluency to be achieved, it requires a lot of practice. And to the question whether it is necessary to live abroad to become fluent, I always use the following metaphor. I hope it helps understand how it works. Imagine living abroad is like the fuel to a car. If your car is a 1965 Volkswagen Beetle, the best fuel in the market will still be used to make a 1965 Volkswagen Beetle engine run. The results of the greatest of all language immersion courses and experiences will depend on how prepared you are to take all it has to offer. Average preparation, average results. Now, the answer to what fluency is requires a whole film. No, a film festival. Just so I do not leave it completely unanswered, I can assure you that fluency is a lot more than speaking fast. It is speaking naturally. Naturally here is not so much knowing all the words and structures and pronunciations as it is engaging in an effective exchange of information that keeps the focus on the information and not on how you provide it or how you fail to do so. Talking about fluency and about wanting to be fluent has a lot to do with willpower, determination, and self-discipline. The more frequent, diversified, and conscious your contacts with the language are, the greater your chances to become fluent. So, my friend, go for it. Se você gostou desse vídeo, achou que ele pode lhe ajudar a melhorar, vá nas minhas redes sociais, você pode ver no meu site, cristinaschumacher.com, rola a tela, ali tem os links para Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, LinkedIn. Tem uma série sobre esses problemas, esses roadblocks que nós encontramos e outros conteúdos que podem ser muito úteis para você. É sempre um grande prazer compartilhar. Um abração e até o próximo vídeo.